Okay, we're on page 111 in your journal. So we're going to talk about the relationships of sides and angles of a triangle. Okay, so it's kind of like matching. The longest side, that's the biggest side, right? So the biggest side is across from the biggest angle. Okay, it's like they're related to each other. The shortest side, or the smallest side, is going to be across from the smallest angle. So the smallest side is across from the smallest angle. Okay, remember, if I'm going too fast, pause it, and so you can think about it, you can rewind it, add whatever you need to do. The mid-sized side, which is like the medium side, okay, you have a small, medium, and large. So the medium, or the mid-sized side, is across from the mid-sized angle. Okay, so the medium side is across from the medium angle. So you have these triangles, and they're labeled triangle ABC. They have side lengths of 8 inches, 14 inches, and 16 inches. So they're giving you the lengths of these three sides. So the way that we label sides is where it begins and where it ends. So this is side that I'm tracing along. This is side AB or BA. It doesn't really matter what order. This is side BC. This is side CA. Okay, and you put a line like this above each side. So that's how I want it done in your homework. So I'm going to start with the largest angle. Out of 40 and 115 degrees and 25 degrees, this is my largest angle. So I'm going to go straight across, and I'm going to point at the side. That's the largest side. So largest angle goes with largest side. So out of these three, the largest side is 16. So this side is 16 inches long. So side AB is 16 inches long. So we just matched the largest angle with the largest side out of these three. So then we have our smallest angle across from our smallest side. So our smallest angle out of these three angles is 25 degrees. So straight across, make sure you're not curving to another side. Straight across, so this is side AC. So since this is our smallest angle and this is our smallest side out of these three, this side is 8 inches. So AC is going to be 8 inches long. That's how we name the side. Okay? This is side BC. So this is the mid-sized, this is the medium-sized angle. So it's across from the medium-sized side. So that's going to be 14 inches. Okay? So angle A, this is how you say angle A. That's you use this angle sign. I want you to do that in your homework when it's asking you which angle you're talking about. Okay? When you name your angle, you put the angle sign, it kind of looks like a less than sign, and the one letter. So that is 40 degrees, okay? Angle C is going to be 115 degrees, and angle B is going to be 25 degrees. So that's how we name the angles. So this triangle looks like an equilateral triangle because the sides look the same. Are they? Well, we don't have any measurement, right? We're not going to measure it, but we're going to look at them. And we can't just look at them and say that they all look equal. We have to have proof. We have to look at the angles, or we have to get a ruler out and measure it. So because these two angles are different, that means that these two sides are different. So it cannot be an equilateral triangle because an equilateral triangle has all equal sides. So no, because the sides and angles are not equal. Okay? All right, again, if I'm going too fast, pause it. So what is the longest line segment? So longest means biggest, right? So we want the biggest line, the biggest side. Okay, so line segment, it just means which side. So we want the biggest side. So I'm going to look at these. This is 67 degrees, 59 degrees, and 54 degrees. So since this is the largest or the biggest angle out of these three, we're going to go straight across. So what side is going to be the longest? It's going to be AC. Why? Because AC is across from the biggest angle. Alright, so let's look at this one. Triangle HIJ has angle measures of 56 degrees, 61 degrees, and 63 degrees. So match each angle with its correct measure. So they've measured these sides, okay? We can even make up that this is 5 inches, 7 inches, 6 inches, okay? They've measured these sides. So 5 inches is my smallest side. So if I go straight across and point at that angle, that's angle H. So my smallest side is across from my smallest angle. So out of these three, my smallest angle is 56 degrees. So angle H is 56 degrees. So angle H, they should have the angle signs on here. That's not 56, that's not 56, that's not 56. This is 56, okay? So since this is my largest side, I go straight across to the angle, and that's angle I. So largest side, largest angle. So that's angle I is going to be 63 degrees. And my medium size is going to be straight across from J, which is going to be angle J is 61 degrees, because that's the medium-sized angle up here out of those three. So it's going to be D. So let's look at this one. Triangle NOP has side lengths of 12, 25, and 17. So they measured these sides, and they're giving you the measurements. Match each side with its correct length. So again, I'm going to start with the biggest one. It doesn't really matter what you start with. And I'm going to draw a line straight across to that side. So NP is going to be my longest side because it's across from my biggest angle. And out of these three, 25 is my biggest. So NP is going to be 25. So NP 25, NP 25, NP not 25, NP not 25. So C and D are out. So let's look at my smallest angle. His angle P is 35 degrees. That's my smallest angle, so I'm going to go straight across and point at the smallest side, which is going to be NO, or ON, it doesn't really matter. And out of these three, the smallest side is 12. So NO is going to be 12. So that leaves B as our best choice.